Options trading looks confusing, risky, and honestly kind of scary. But today I'm going to break it down so simple that even a complete beginner can understand it. This is options trading for dummies.
When you open the options chain, you will see two main contracts, call contracts and put contracts. A call option gives you the right to buy a stock at a specific price before expiration. A put option gives you the right to sell a stock at a specific price before expiration. You buy call options when you believe price will go higher. You buy put options when you believe price will go lower. It is that simple. Calls are bullish, puts are bearish. For example, if you expect a breakout above a resistance level, you go for call options. If you expect a breakdown below a support level, you go for put options. But remember, you are not buying the stock itself. You are buying a contract that increases or decreases in value based on price movement. So before you click that buy button, ask yourself one question. Is price going up or coming down? That answer determines whether you choose a call or a put option. That is call and put options simply explained for beginners.
Hey, it's me again. Quick recap. Think the stock is going up? You buy calls. Think the stock is going down? You buy puts. That's it. Calls up, puts down. Now let's keep going.
Every option contract you see in TradingView comes with a specific expiration date. This expiration is the final day the contract remains active. After that date, the contract stops trading. If the option is in the money at expiration, it settles based on its intrinsic value. If it is out of the money, it expires worthless. When you open the options chain in TradingView, you will notice several different expiration choices. Some expire weekly, others expire monthly. The shorter the time to expiration, the cheaper the contract usually is. But cheaper also means more pressure. Short-term contracts require quick, strong price movement. If the move does not happen fast enough, time decay reduces the value daily. Longer-dated contracts cost more because they give the stock more time to move. As expiration approaches, time decay speeds up significantly. That is why timing matters just as much as direction. Before choosing an expiration date, always ask yourself how long the setup realistically needs to develop.
Quick recap. Every options contract is like an ice cube in the sun. The longer you hold it, the more it melts. And options work the same way. Every day you hold the contract, it slowly loses value.
How much money to risk on options in TradingView? Risk management is everything in options trading. Because options are leveraged instruments, they can produce large percentage gains, but they can also lose value very quickly. That is why you should generally risk less per trade compared to stock trading. Many disciplined traders risk only 1 to 2% of their total account on a single options position. This keeps losses small and manageable. In TradingView, before entering any trade, calculate the total premium you are paying. If you buy one contract for $300, that full $300 is your maximum risk if the option expires worthless. Never allocate a large portion of your account to one trade, especially short-dated contracts where time decay moves fast. Options can move sharply in both directions. Instead of chasing big wins, focus on consistency. Small, controlled risk allows you to survive losing trades and stay in the market long enough to compound your capital. Protecting capital always comes first.
When you trade options, you can lose 100% of the money you put into the trade. That's why risk management is one of the most important skills in trading. Without it, success is nearly impossible.
How to choose strike prices in TradingView. Choosing the right strike price is one of the most important decisions in options trading. When you open the options chain in TradingView, you will see multiple strike prices listed above and below the current market price. Each strike represents a different level of risk and probability. If you want higher probability and smoother movement, consider slightly in the money or at the money contracts. These options have stronger deltas, which means they move more closely with the stock. They cost more, but they respond better to price changes. If you are looking for cheaper contracts, you may consider out-of-the-money strikes. However, understand that the cheaper the contract, the lower the probability of success. Your strike selection should match your market expectation. If you expect a strong breakout with momentum, a slightly out-of-the-money call may be reasonable. If you expect a smaller move, at the money may be more suitable. Always align strike price with your technical analysis and risk plan.
Quick recap. When choosing a strike price, think about where you expect the stock to go next. Pick a strike price near that level so your option gains value if the move happens.
Like the one you are seeing here for TSLA, you will notice the strike prices listed in the middle column. Right beside the 410 strike, you can see the current stock price displayed as TSLA 411.71. That number is what helps you determine ITM, ATM, and OTM. ITM means in the money. For call options on the left side, any strike price below 411.71 is in the money. So strikes like 392.5, 395, 400, and 405 are ITM calls. For put options on the right side, strikes above 411.71 are in the money. ATM means at the money. This is the strike closest to the current price. In this case, 410 or 412.5 would be considered ATM. OTM means out of the money. For calls, strikes above 411.71 are OTM. For puts, strikes below 411.71 are OTM. TradingView does not label them directly. You identify them by comparing strike price to the live stock price.
Quick recap. In the money, at the money, and out of the money simply tell you where your option sits compared to the stock price.
Why far out of the money options are risky? Far out of the money options often look very attractive because they are cheap. When you open the options chain in TradingView and see a contract priced at just a few dollars, it feels like a small risk with huge upside. But this is where many beginners get trapped. For a far OTM call to become profitable, the stock must make a large and fast move before expiration. Not just a small move, a strong, aggressive move. If that move does not happen quickly, the contract begins to lose value every single day. These options have low delta, which means they barely react to small price movements. Even if the stock moves in your direction slightly, the option may not gain much value. At the same time decay accelerates as expiration approaches. Cheap does not mean safe. Far OTM options behave more like lottery tickets. If you are serious about risk management, focus on probability, not just potential reward.
Out-of-the-money options may look cheap, but they are very risky. The stock has to make a big move for the contract to gain value.
Why options lose value over time in TradingView. One of the most important concepts in options trading is time decay. Every option contract you see in TradingView has an expiration date. That expiration is fixed. As each day passes, the contract slowly loses value. This is called theta decay. Even if the stock price does not move at all, your option can still lose money simply because time is passing. Time is built into the price of the option. As expiration gets closer, that time value shrinks. Think of it like a melting ice cube. At first, it melts slowly, but as it gets smaller, it melts faster. The same thing happens with options. Decay accelerates in the final weeks and especially in the final days before expiration. So when you choose short-term contracts in TradingView, understand that time is working against you. If price does not move quickly in your favor, the contract loses value daily. In options trading, timing is just as important as direction. When you watch a stock move $1 on your TradingView chart, the option does not automatically move $1. Options move differently because they are derivative contracts. They are not the stock itself. They are contracts based on the stock. An option's price depends on multiple factors. First is delta. Delta measures how much the option is expected to move for every $1 move in the stock. If a call has a delta of 0.50, it will move about 50 cents for every $1 move in the stock. Second is implied volatility. If volatility increases, option prices can rise even if the stock barely moves. If volatility drops, the option can lose value even when price moves correctly. Third is time. Every single day that passes reduces the option's time value. So in TradingView, remember this. You are not trading just direction. You are trading direction, volatility, and time all at once.
Quick recap. Options don't move exactly like stocks. Their price depends on the stock price, time until expiration, and market demand. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more videos from this Trading for Dummies series, make sure to subscribe. More simple trading videos coming soon.